now the caution is out. He's trying to get going before the leaders come around and put him a lap down. He'll make it, too.
Same as yesterday, first caution of the day, lap 3.
Got him 1 and 2.
He and Robbie Gordon might have gotten together there.
That's just casual contact here. That's two cars kind of fighting for the same place. Try to get to the bottom. You turn down a little early, and the guy didn't give you enough room. You're going to touch. You touch here, the cars are really light entering the corners.
Front valence of Kenny Schrader's car. Trouble, turn 1, Michael Waltrip. Dave Blaney collects Dale Jarrett.
Ricky Rudd, the 21, just spreads his way through. Casey Mears, the 41, don't quite make it through, and here comes the leader.
Dustin, the 77, they've got the back end tore up a little bit, some front damage on the left front. He'll make it around here on pit road in a second. Rear end.
Oh, he just gets loose up off the corner. Coming up off the turn, the car gets loose with him. Blaney tries to get out from behind him and can, and here comes Dale Jarrett. You cannot stop these race cars. You're going 120 miles an hour. You just got no way of stopping it in time to miss that wreck. Now watch Michael. Watch his hands. He comes off the corner. Did you see his hands? He got loose. Trying to fight it. Trying to fight it. Bam. Turns around, looking right at Dale Jarrett.
Now, ride with Dale Jarrett. And Darrell, when Michael gets loose, what's that do to the driver right behind him?
Well, he's trying to avoid him. Is what he's trying to do.
Blaney, the hole closed up on Dale Jarrett. And Casey Mears, John Andretti, Todd Bodine on the
Casey Mears
restart.
hits Todd Bodine again down on the apron, and the 54 car caution is back out.
All they did was wave the green flag. Now the field is all single file and accordioned up here as they come down to turn 3. Oh boy, that started when Todd Bodine got in the back. Was that Kyle Petty ahead of him?
Yeah, it was Kyle Petty in the 45.
And it's just a big accordion. You squeeze it, and this is what happens.
Yeah, and somebody goes and somebody doesn't. And when the guy doesn't go, he gets run over from behind. 4 car up the racetrack, but he saved it. Turn 2.
No caution, but they're going to start stacking up over there if he don't get down below.
Something.
He can't get down. I mean, it's like a conveyor belt of race cars right now.
He's trying to get down to his pit so he can get into the pits, or else
he's not going fast enough to pull down.
No, he can't. He's got a problem that's going to keep him up there. He's
caution out, and boy, what a break for Ryan Newman in that 12 car.
Down in turn 1 and 2, he got up high. Thought maybe he just gotten in the loose stuff. It looks like he may have something more terminal than that. Yeah, you see the smoke coming out there. He's lost his engine. That's why he couldn't get down.
There is radio chatter indicating Earnhardt Jr. may pit.
A little bit further in their box so we can get out really good here anyway.
12 spun.
The 12 of Ryan.
48's around. He saves it.
Newman spun, and he caught a piece of Ricky Craven going by.
Caution is out.
Leader got the yellow. Bring it around.
I think Craven's got quite a bit of damage to the right side.
Yeah, as Newman slid.
Going down the front stretch off into turn 1. Looked like Tony, well, just like Ryan maybe came down into Tony, Darrell.
Ryan did not want to enter that turn up on the outside because he's already loose.
And Sterling was on the bottom, I think it was Sterling, Marlin, underneath Craven. They bumped, and that shot Craven up into Newman.
I don't think Ricky's got a lot of damage, but he'll probably assess it here, let somebody look at it.
See who that was under Craven. It was Brett Bodine.
Yeah. Since he got into the nose of the 12 car, that's probably the softest part of the car that he could get into.
We're under caution. We'll show you why in a minute. Mike Skinner's car hard hit in turn 2 and pit stops. Steve.
Way.
All right.
And it's not going in your grill. Plus you're tucked right up behind people.
Turn 2. Jack Sprague.
Caution is out.
He and Johnny Benson got together there, lap 149, 7th caution. Jack Sprague underneath Benson.
It's almost the same thing I think that we saw happen to Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart a while ago. I mean, he would just kept coming down, and there was nowhere else for him to go.
You get a run on a guy, you know you got the advantage on the bottom right there, but the guy's got to give you a little room. If you get that left wheel down on the apron as you enter that corner, you got to be able to slide up. And with that car on the outside of you, you try to keep from taking both cars. That's what you try to do.
Watch this near miss of Robbie Gordon's.
Jamie McMurray in the 42 just sneaks by as well.
Jeff Gordon runs second to Jimmy Spencer. By the way,
Trouble on the back. Trouble on the back.
Jack Sprague, caution is out.
I tell you guys, going to be glad to see this, Larry, because I was watching him as Dale Jr. He was falling back. He'd lost a couple of spots.
No, he's already gone.
Boy, Johnny Benson was very lucky.
Sprague may have been looking back saying, whoa, here comes that 10 car. I better, and then while he was looking back, he got behind on his
But look how high he was in turn 2. He was up there where there's no grip. We've seen so many cars spin on the high side of the exit of these corners.
I'm telling you, the spotter said, hey, watch that 10 car. He's coming up on you, and he was. He was looking at him in the rearview mirror.
Now we're seeing some of our leaders come to pit road, but just like before, Jeff Gordon into 24. Somebody has to give.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, boy.
Somebody's giving, somebody's taking, somebody's giving and taking.
And nobody wrecked.
Martin.
They do. Here they go.
I spoke too soon.
Somebody had to wreck in that chain of events.
And they're still spinning here to start finish.
30 car gets his lap back. 19 car does.
Now, Jeremy was 3 laps down, so he'll get one of those laps back.
He got wrecked.
It started there, a quarter of a lap ahead of Mark Martin.
Right. Now, you see the 99. He gets into Dale Jr. The 48 gets into the 99.
6 gets into the 40.
The 48 goes down under the 99. He has to check up. Here comes these other guys. And so on, and so on, and so on. Or Scooby-Dooby-Dooby.
Well, we got one sideways on the front stretch. Gary Nadeau in the 01.
Brian Newman caused that. He and the 01 got together coming up off the 4.
Caution is out.
That's too bad.
Nobody gets a lap back from Jimmy Spencer. Now, Jerry Nadeau.
Be ready.
Jerry Nadeau was
Front end, bad front end damage.
01 got under the 12 going into turn 3. Brian went up the hill, and then the 01 got up under him. They start off the corner here, and I think the 11 I think he kind of checked up and got run over from the back.
Chain reaction again. We've seen it all day long. Now, Mike and Darrell, this is a box I don't like to be painted in. Kevin Harvick in the 29, Terry Labonte in the 5. It's double turn working with that throttle. Ricky Rudd in the 21.
I don't think
Bobby Labonte, the 18 car. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Bobby was the first car to go around.
97's there too.
Kurt Busch. They're trying to get going. Here comes Jimmy Spencer, the leader, off turn 2.
Should make it okay.
Kurt Busch gets going.
I don't know that those cars got much damage on them.
Let's see what happened. Left side of your screen, Bobby Labonte, the purple car.
He just gets turned around by his teammate. His teammate, I think, may have given him a little punt there, but the 2 car checked up in front of him.
Teammate Tony Stewart in that 20 car.
So that'll put us under the 11th caution flag of the day. Here at Bristol Motor Speedway, you're watching NASCAR on Fox.
To lose a position to Robbie.
Oh, Terry Labonte.
Oh, man.
And Robbie Gordon, Brett Bodine, and the accordion squeezes together again. Kyle Petty, Kenny Schrader with damage. Oh, just say half the field.
And they just keep stacking up back there. In fact, Terry Labonte going back up on the racetrack. Brett Bodine, they rode back together again right there.
Have a look at replays here. Watch the 5 car of Labonte toward the bottom of your screen. Gets tagged by Brett Bodine.
There you see Robbie Gordon gets in the side of Brett Bodine on the left side, and they just start stacking up behind him. Kenny Wallace there at the bottom of the screen in the 23.
Now Terry's trying to get away and move through here, and he gets bumped by Kenny Wallace. Brett Bodine slides back into him.
Talked about earlier, Darrell, it don't take much to send a car spinning around here. Be up there aggravating you again.
Then we're going to be rubbing up against your
McMurray got into the back of Robbie Gordon. Then he got tagged by Ward Burton.
Oh, no, Tony Stewart got into Ricky Rudd, and he's up in the fence.
And somebody spun Bobby Labonte again.
Labonte was spun again.
Jamie McMurray had climbed well up in the field after that dead last start. He was in the top 10.
I don't think Bobby Labonte hit anything,
but he was blocked.
Robbie Gordon is, you know, kind of having a problem with his car. It's not handling all that well.
He's 2 laps down.
McMurray gets into the back of him, and here we go.
And then McMurray looked like he checked up. That's when Ward Burton in the 22 got to the back of him, and the chain reaction continues.
And here comes more.
Yeah, watch Tony Stewart. Oh, nah, not good.
That's a hard hit.
Not good.
Let's ride with McMurray.
We'll be to pit road pretty quick.
And then we almost had a caution while we were away.
Caution is out now, though, not for this, but it is out.
Kenny Schrader pounded the wall. And the caution is now out. Schrader's taken his car behind the wall, and there is the caution flag, Dale Jarrett.
Jimmy Spencer's trying to get a lap back. He will not get it back. Bobby Labonte was smart enough not to let Jimmy Spencer have a lap back at this place.
He made that mistake at Atlanta, and he got lectured pretty hard by his crew chief and a lot of other people. I don't think he's going to do that today.
But Dale Jarrett, where it happened, Darrell, you almost think a tire went down.
Well, that car, it has no front end on it. So I saw him go down on the apron down here, and the thing is damaged so badly, he just finally just spun it into the inside wall right here.
15th caution flag.
Brian Newman's 4 laps down, so it wouldn't have helped him a little bit, I guess.
Another car had to pit under green a while ago.
Kyle Petty was down on the apron, washed up into Joe Nemechek. We'll see here.
Yeah, he ran out. He had nowhere to go, but he had such a run on Joe that he couldn't woe up, so he tried to go on the apron, hoping Joe might see him and move up. Didn't happen.
Boy, Joe Nemechek was lucky. He was able to save that car.
Yeah. Kyle could have, you know, he had 2 options there. Try to get down on the apron or run into Joe. He got down on the apron and still run into Joe, but at least Joe kept going.
The Food City 500 under caution with 75 laps to go. Let's show you what happened down the front straightaway. Robbie Gordon and Ward Burton got into it.
Those cars already damaged from being in accidents earlier.
Ward was only 1 lap down.
Difficult to drive, and they get together there, and Ward loses control. He's headed for the inside wall here, and then he hits the inside wall, and the momentum just carries him right back up, and there goes Kyle, who I'm sure was hustling, trying to get clear of that. Those 2 cars just get together, and it's the loosest part of the racetrack.
It's a hard lick on the inside wall.
Man, I'm sure Kyle was all drawn up, knowing that here comes Ward. Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? Ah.
Watch this lick right here, though. Kyle Petty on that outside wall. That's a hard lick.
Yeah.
Now, whoa, Mark Martin spins right in front of the leaders.
No caution yet.
No caution yet. He gets going, no caution. But boy, a lot of smoke here on the front stretch. A lot of cars have to back off because they couldn't even see where they were going.
Whoa, and Joe Nemechek pile drives Tony Stewart.
What in the world?
It was all the smoke, Darrell, as they came down the front straightaway.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Now the first, there's Robbie Gordon outside of Mark Martin.
Oh, Mark just the car just spun around. Mark, see, he's already been wrecked, and so his car's not driving as good as it should.
And then everybody's got to come through that days of thunder-like cloud.
Spotters don't know if there's going to be a caution or not. They assume there is because you see all that smoke.
What happened to John Andretti in the 43 checked up, Tony Stewart checked up, Joe Nemechek did not check up. Not as much as those guys did anyhow.
The accordion compresses again.
Well, you just think, you just assume there's going to be a caution. See that? Look at that. Now, you're assuming there's going to be a caution.